All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekha Korash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Salutations to all the Akim, pushing his word with true sincerity and with charity. Yahweh is the true name of the Heavenly Father, whom the world and he calls God, and Jehovah. Bahasham is in the name. Yahweh Shai is his son's name, of the word and he calls Jesus, and Rekha Korash is the Holy Spirit. And as always, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites, according to the Holy Scriptures, as well as the speckled bird, the scatters like foreigners, scattered amongst other nations, whose outer appearance may seem to be of those nations to whom they've been scattered to, but whose lineage, through their father's line, go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You are Israelites, no matter what your outer appearance may seem to be. And as always, I'm the brother Yedire from the Grimstone branch here in Chicago, and I'll back up to another lesson. It's going to be entitled Scornful People. You see, and this lesson is going to be inspired off of a few memes that's been trending since this past Friday, Saturday, in which you had Iran attack, the state of Israel, which triggered a lot of people. A lot of people saying World War III is coming and so forth. And thus saith the Holy Scriptures, Book of Revelation, it speaks about the third war coming quickly, being World War III, which is the end of all wars. You see, but before that happens, the charagma, the RFID microchip, has to be implemented upon the whole earth, as the scriptures say. But nonetheless, you had this whole little thing trending World War III, and you had Jake making fun and mocking, being trying to make jokes about it. And it just shows you how much of a scornful how scornful our people are. You see, here it is. And it's not the first time they did this. Back in 2020, there was talks about it. 2022, when Russia invaded Ukraine, it always happens. They say, oh, World War III is coming. They make jokes about being drafted and all this. But the Heavenly Father, all that mocking, all that funny jokes that our people like to do is going to come back and bite them in the ass, because thus saith the Holy Scriptures, this third world war is going to happen. Scriptures speak about how your sons are going to die in the war. 2nd Esdras 16:15 chapter. Talk about prepare war amongst the Gentiles. Tell them beat their plowshares in the shorts and so forth. And Jake have the mindset that they just have forever and ever. They just gonna continue on as today and yesterday and so forth. But the Lord is gonna cause these prophecies come to pass. They're gonna be overtaken by him. We can start right here. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You see, and that scornful goes into mockers, make joke, to lightly esteem, and that's what our people do. Here it is. You got the prophets out there. They don't listen to what the prophets say, but they make fun of the prophets. Talk about what the prophets are wearing and so forth. But when what the prophets say, which is the word of the Heavenly Father, the will of the Heavenly Father, when it comes to pass, all these chicks are going to get overtaken by it. Here it is. You got this meme right here. It says getting drafted for World War III before playing GTA. You had it was a screen. Yeah. Well, that's not the right screenshot. That's one of them. But there's another screenshot where you just had a bunch of memes and a lot of people joking. You see, but the Lord is not playing. He's not joking. There's Proverbs 1:20. It says, wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets. And that's what the men of the Lord preaching his word, the fear of the Lord, telling you come back before the prophecies, the charagma, World War III, the devil coming down with great wrath, Jacob's trouble, for all these things coming to pass, telling you come to the secret place, the hiding place of the Heavenly Father, which is this truth, right? It says she crieth in the chief place of concourse, and the opening of the gates in the city she uttereth her word, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? And that's what we tell our people, man. How long? How long you gonna keep on being fucking simple, making jokes, and thinking it's playtime, right? It says, and fools hate knowledge, right? And you despise the knowledge, wisdom, understanding, which, thus saith the Scriptures, is going to be the stability of thy times. You see, but the foolish of our people, they're not measuring the times, they're not regarding the times, and they're not even taking account what the prophecies, what the prophets of the Lord is saying. You see, this Proverbs 1:23, it says, turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour my spirit unto you, I will make known my words unto you. And the scriptures tell you that the Lord speaks through the ministry of the prophets. He speaks. Let me grab really quick. The sun is killing me. This Hosea 12:10. It's Hosea chapter 12 and 10. Salaki, this is coming out raw. It says, I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So the Lord speaks through his prophets, and you had the prophets since the late 60s, you know, 19, right, since the late the late 60s, pushing this word, telling you that the nations are going to gather up and burn Babylon the Great, America with fire. You know, the World War III would be the last world war. You know, you have the prophets out here crying unto you, right? Preaching this word, right? It says, verse 24, because I have called and ye have refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. And that's what we see. Hey, nobody's regarding the words of the Lord. Hey, our people, they see the prophets out there. They see the government out there telling you that these things are going to happen. You see all these, you know, the children of this world telling you, boo off the band for to take place. But hey, no one wants to pay attention. No one wants to listen to the Lord, right? It says, but ye have said it not all my counsel and with none of my reproof. They didn't want to hit his word. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh, because terrible times are going to come upon the planet Earth. And the only people that have understanding that's getting themselves ready for these times is the hopeful elect, those that seeking repentance here in these last days and preparing their mind for what's to come, right? It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. That's the Heavenly Father. When all the things come to pass and all the fear and dread come upon the earth that the Lord is going to bring upon you, he's going to laugh. Why? Because you people didn't take heed to the wisdom. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right? And everyone wants to seek the Lord when they already knee deep in some shit. Right? It says, I have sent unto you my prophets rising early before time. The Lord is telling you to come back before the hell comes. Granted, there's going to be some believers that repent in the last hours, of course. But for the most part, our people, they're not taking heed until the fear of the Lord. And a consequence of doing so, you're going to be left unprotected without a hedge. This verse 27, where your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. Right. And you're going to call on, you're going to look for those men of the Lord that was preaching this word. You're going to go down to all the campsites. You're going to try and search on YouTube, but the internet going to be off. You're going to go and try and look for their cousin, your brother, your sister, or whoever that you knew that preached this word. Not your sister, of course, but these people, our familiar, is going to look for those, for us that profess his word. And guess what? The Lord is going to shut the prophet's mouth. You see? Because, hey, playtime is over with, man. Hey, it's either you get in line and you come back to the Heavenly Father, or you just finna get trodden over. This verse 28. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. And that's all these people that walk past the camps, don't inquire. You know, all these people that swipe past that YouTube video, kept swiping past that social media video, because the problems are everywhere, right? You didn't listen to that family member that you knew that was preaching his word. Now it's too late. Verse 31, therefore they shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. Right? And you ignored the Lord. Now the Lord is going to ignore you. You wanted to put things before the Lord. Now the Lord is going to hide himself from you. He's not going to be available. He ain't going to come and save you. It says, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. But whosoever hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. And those that attended upon wisdom were delivered from pain. The rest of these people are laughing, mocking, laughing at prophets of scorn, chiding with the prophets. But guess what? Hey, you're going to miss out. You're going to be fucked. This is a definition of scorn. It says the feeling or belief that something or something is worthless or despicable. Contempt. It says to feel or express contempt or derision for, reject in a contemptuous way, refuse to do something because one is too proud, speak with contempt or mockery of. And that's our people. Here it is, World War III, in which, hey, everyone knows if one nuke goes off, that's the end of all humanity. Granted, now we know according to the Holy Scriptures that the earth will abide forever. And we know that what the Lord is, that he's going to save his people. We read Joel the 3rd chapter. Those nukes come. It might be Joel the 2nd chapter. It says those nukes come, you know, roughly paraphrasing. It says, but Yahweh shall be the hope of his people. you know. But going back to the point, hey, these people in the world and our people in the world, they're facing the threat of nuclear destruction, and they're not saying, oh, let's get right, oh, let's pray to God. They're laughing, making jokes, posting memes, talking about how they're going to get drafted or not going to get drafted, doing all this bullshit. They're being scornful. But guess what? It's going to fall upon their own heads. 2 Chronicles 36:16. But they mock the messages of the Most High and despise his words and misuse his prophets. We'll show you that we, hey, as a total are the children of Israel, man, because, hey, this is what Jake do every single day. But let it come from a so-called white pastor or pastor pork chop, Creflo Dollar, or TD Takes, right? They gonna believe it. But that Hosea says they are they that strive with the priests, right? 2nd Esdras 1:50. It's like, let me finish out the last of this. 2 Chronicles 36:16. But they mock the message of the Most High and despise his words and misuse his prophets until the wrath of Yahweh arose against his people, so there was no remedy, right? And that wrath of the Lord, that Third World War, that nuclear fire, the fire that the Lord prophesied was going to come, is it's soon to come, right? And those that's in the spirit of mirth, you know, mocking the prophets and all that bullshit, guess what? You're going to be overtaken in that wrath. 1 Esdras 1:50. Nevertheless, the God of their fathers sent by his messengers to call them back, because he spared them in his tabernacle also. And the Lord is sending you the prophets to do what? Tell you to come back, return unto the Father before that great day, that day that's going to burn as an oven approach, right? It says, nevertheless, 1 Esdras 1:50. It says, nevertheless, the God of their fathers, nevertheless, the God of their fathers sent by his messengers to call them, because he spared them in his tabernacle also. But they had his messengers in derision, and look, when the Lord spake unto them, they made sport of his prophets. And you make sport of something, you make jokes, you laugh, you play, you contemn something. That's the same thing that these people are doing now. They're making fun of the prophets, the men of the Lord. But guess what? It's going to return upon their own head, and they're going to fall. You see? Everyone's making these jokes about World War 3, but hey, the Lord, he gonna put y'all, hey, y'all boots strapped up, man. You know? This, the GNT version of that, verse 50, says, the God of their ancestors had continued to send prophets to call them back from their sins, because he wanted to spare them in the temple. But when the Lord spoke through his prophets, the people made fun of them and laughed. That's what the people are doing now, whether it be out there on the highways or byways, whether it be out there on the social media, or whether it be people within your own family. They make fun. They laugh us to scorn. At last, the Lord became so angry with his people and their depraved ways that he ordered the kings of Babylonia to attack them. You see, but hey, that judgment by fire is coming, you know, and plus, hey, the four sword judgments and so forth, man. This Isaiah 66:4, I also will choose their delusions and will bring their fears upon them, because when I called, none did answer. When I spake, they did not hear, but they did evil before my eyes and chose that in which I delighted not. Same thing is happening now. You see, they're not attending unto the Lord, and they're doing things which the Lord is not pleased with. You know, so it says in the Luke 21st chapter, that snare is going to come upon them. You know. Verse 5, hear the word of Yahweh, ye that tremble at his word. Your brethren that hated you, that cast you out for my name's sake, said, let the Lord be glorified, but he shall appear to your joy, and they shall be ashamed. And the Lord comes back to be admired in all those that believe in him. But he's going to come back to confound all those that don't. You see? Yeah, but that was pretty much all the scriptures I had. It's just something I noticed, man, because the scriptures are key on when they describe our people. It says a sinful nation laden with iniquity. You see that? It says a scornful people. All our people do is talk shit, you know, and so forth. But hey, it's all gonna come back and hit them in the chest. So hey, Lord willing, was just a quick edifying lesson called Laim La, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahushai Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. The bonus to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Salutation to all that I can push his word. True charity with charity. Shalom, Brakatham, Wakwam, Yashua, Shalom.